Welcome to Slacker Gaming and welcome to this week's Dynasty Rebuild. As always, we take a team from opening day with default rosters and try to win them that coveted World Series. The object of this is to try to win it for them in the first 5 years. If we can, it is a success. However, if it takes us over 5 years, it is a failure. This week, we will be doing the Cleveland Indians, or Cleveland, however you want to call them. I will oblige. We're going to do it with Cleveland. We're going to try to get them that World Series. Last week, we did the Minnesota Twins, so same division, AL Central. It's been a while for Cleveland, so let's try to get them that coveted World Series. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. All right, so a team that made the playoffs last year, a decent team, got rid of one of their best players, if not their best player, sent him to the Mets. Well, didn't send him, I guess. Anyway, they come in 12th ranked, 25th in contact, 24th in power, 10th in pitching, 7th in defense, and 7th in speed. They also got $78 million in the team budget. Now, some things is we lost Lindor, we lost Carlos Santana, we lost a few pitchers. There's a lot we got to do to rebuild this team, and I think we'll actually start doing it early on. Usually I kind of wait for the first year, see how we do, and then kind of go from there, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes that we need to make early in the first year, or at least halfway through. There's going to be a lot of changes we need to make if we want to continue to be a playoff team and get to the World Series. So we are ready for the regular season. Let's take a look at the depth chart, see what we got here. So left field, we're fine, 10th. Center field, looks like we're 25th. Changes might need to be made there. Right field is Franmil Reyes, so I feel really comfortable with right field. Shortstop, probably going to have to touch on shortstop a little bit. Second base isn't awful. Looks like he's up in a contract year, so second base might be something we touch as well. First base, something we probably need to get a hold of. The pitching's not bad, mostly because Shane Bieber is just Shane Bieber. So we will have to eventually try to get some people in to try to take care of that. And then it looks like relief pitching, not so hot. So a few places we need to touch on, and a few trades that we're going to have to make along the way to make this team great. Got a lot of work to do, but we're going to go ahead and make a few trades early on. Usually I don't do this. However, I feel like there's a couple trades we need to really make in order to put this team in a good spot. Or what I could do is just completely botch everything and hopefully get a good draft pick. However, I don't think this is a team that we need 3 years to rebuild. I think if we can get some good things in place, we can possibly rebuild this team in a couple years and be able to make the playoffs on a consistent basis and hopefully go for that World Series. So the first thing to look at, center field and first base. So let's take a look at what we can find in center field, see if we can find a first baseman that could help us out and help us get some wins. So we are going to go out, and the first trade we're going to make is getting a center fielder that can produce for us now, and that could be Trent Grisham, a guy that is good in real life, has an okay sim, I believe, if I remember right. He's pretty good in the sim as well. Coming in at a potential 80 overall, we're going to give him Bradley Zimmer, Billy Hamilton, both guys of which are going to want bigger contracts and are getting older. And we're going to bring in a guy that's going to probably want a big contract, but he's a lot younger, in 24. We're also going to throw in a young shortstop, Yu Chang, to get this deal completed. He's 25, so I don't see him ever being in the league really for us at 25 years old. Plus, look at our shortstops. We have so many good shortstops here. I don't see it being a thing that we need to be able to progress. So we're going to go ahead and use him in a trade, get this trade complete. So we are ready for the second trade of the season. Before the season gets started, it's going to be Sixto Sanchez, the starting pitcher for the Marlins. I know he gets good. I know right now he's a 77. However, he gets up into the 84s, 85s within a couple of years. So a very good young starting pitcher that if we can get him locked down on a pretty good contract, which I think we will be able to do, it will definitely pay dividends in the end. And all we're giving up is one of our starting pitchers as well. Be potential 66 overall, 20 years of age. So already an upgrade there. Only 2 more years, but 11 overall better. Going to give up a relief pitcher in Blake Parker, 35 years of age and $2.5 million. So a contract that we don't have to eat the whole season long. And then we're going to finish with another starting pitcher down here, the potential guy, 60 overall to get this trade complete. So with that said, let's go ahead and sim all the way to the All-Star game, see how we're doing, see what changes we need to make, and see if there's something we can do. So we are at the All-Star break, and I told you guys we'd be about a 500 team. Right now under 500. Taking a look at the standings, third place like I thought we would be. However, I thought we would be a little closer to 500. I don't think we could win in the first year. However, we're not doing so hot. So let's take a look at what's not working, what we need to do to change. Starting with the lineups. Hernandez, 292 is not bad. 338 is really good from Gamble. That's huge to see that, even though it's only 71 at bats. Currently, we have an injury to our center fielder, which, yeah, looks like we did. It looks like Grisham is not in there, so we'll have to check on the injury there. 300 for Ramirez, awesome. 278, 286, 267, 231, not great from Naylor. Hopefully he can turn that around. 278 from Jimenez, 154 from Hedges, not good. Let's go ahead, and I don't see our other catcher, so I don't know if he's injured as well. So looks like injuries could be a big factor in why this team seems to be struggling, because the averages aren't bad. But let me take a look at the pitching rotation, see if it's that. 308 from Bieber, so no. 342 from Saval, not bad at all. 419 from Plisak is pretty bad. 353 from Sixto Sanchez, and a 558 from Tristan McKenzie. So that ERA is not good. However, Sixto Sanchez, anything below like a 3.5 ERA or around there is pretty good. 419 isn't awful, but once you get up to like the 430s, 440s is when you kind of stop being good. Looking in here, not bad really. Karinchak doing his thing, 19 saves, only one blown save, so that's good to see from him. So let's take a look at the injuries and see if that's really what's causing the problems here, because I don't see a lot of, after looking at it, I don't understand how we're not above 500. So Perez is injured and Grisham is injured, both of which looks like they broke some things, and they'll be back hopefully sometime very soon. I think maybe we just sim to the end. I don't think there's anything I can do to get us into the playoffs and win the World Series. I think I could probably make some changes to get us into the playoffs. However, let's go ahead and sim up. I'm going to go ahead and sim all the way up to September call-ups. We'll see if we're even close. If we're not, we'll just continue simming, and we'll make some changes for next year, because we're at a point now where I could make changes to make us in the playoffs, but I don't know if it'd benefit us in a couple of years. So I'd rather just chill out now, and then in the next couple of years, build it from there. So let's go ahead, sim to September call-ups, and see where we're at then. September call-ups are among us. We got 33 days till the postseason starts, and we are above 500, and we're actually in second place, 13 games out of first place from the Minnesota Twins. So let's take a look at where we are in the standings, and if we have any chance at making it in. Going to the wild card position right now, we're a game and a half out of the wild card position with the Angels and the Yankees. So the White Sox right behind us, so it's not like it's that big of a deal, because we still, I mean, we're not that up on the White Sox or Rangers. So honestly, it's going to be one of five or two of five teams that make it in. We could be one if we can continue to play well. The Yankees, I'm assuming, are going to turn something around and be able to make it in. And the Angels have a very, very big lead. So let's go ahead and sim to the postseason, see if we can make it in. Glad we're above 500, but I don't think we have enough to make it to the playoffs, just because we have the White Sox to contend with. We also got the Yankees. The Angels already got a pretty decent lead in that wild card position. So not a good ending to it. We ended up losing a lot in the month of September. We ended up 80 and 82, so just below 500. So we will not make the postseason, and so we'll go ahead and sim through the postseason quickly and see who wins. But if I had to bet my money, it would be the Dodgers, because the Dodgers win it every single year. Wow, the Cubs beat the Angels. I did not see that coming. Either the Angels or the Cubs making it in to the World Series. So it's good to see that happening, and it's good to see that some other team besides the Dodgers won it in the first year. But we are ready for year two, and let's take a look at how we did this year and see how the team did as a whole, see what we need to do, what we need to change. Awesome. They're already gone. So last year, because the stats reset, Ahmed Rosario, 255 average for him, 263 for Cesar Hernandez, 281 for Ramirez, 285 for Franmil Reyes, 258 for Rosario, 33 bombs, 95 RBIs for Reyes, so that's really, really good to see. Naylor, 257, not a great year. 280 from Jimenez, 217 from Grisham, not a great year. Not what we went out and tried to get as far as hitting. He was injured quite a bit this season, so he didn't get the full season in, missed about 40 games. However, 9 home runs, 41 RBIs, and a 217 average is not enough to see from a guy that you went out and spent some quality people on. Not too bad. Ahmed Rosario, 255 average. Not too bad over here as well. Perez, 202, 311 from Gamble. He had a good year. Let's go over to the pitching rotation, see how they finish the season out. Bieber, not too bad. 3.26 ERA. Obviously, we want it better, but 3.26 is not bad at all. 3.16 from Saval. Great job. 4.34 from Plesac. Hopefully, he could bring it down next year. Definitely going to be on the team next year, so we'll see if we can bring it down. 3.05 from Sixto Sanchez. Exactly what we wanted from a guy we went out and traded for. Good to see. And then a 5.36 from Tristan McKenzie, a guy that probably will end up moving into the bullpen. I don't see him being in the rotation long term because I want to fill that fifth spot with another really good, powerful arm. Going over to our relievers, 373 from Control, pretty good. 420, 382, 338, 504. Karinchak actually struggled at the end of the season. Finishes with 39 saves and 7 blown saves with 3.93 ERA, so it looks like he struggled later on in the season. Season's over. Let's sum all the way up to the free agency and see what we're going to do then. So we got some free agents here that I think we might even pass on. For me, it's hard to try to spend money on these, especially when they want so much, but they're not really top end guys. I think we're going to go ahead and move on from these and see if we can address these in free agency. We got about $99.51 million to be able to spend on contracts and free agents this year. So let's go ahead and sim to free agency and see who we got. There's some different people in this one. And wow, I cannot believe they didn't get Freddie Freeman locked in. It's perfect for us because we need a first baseman, and Freddie Freeman is one of those first basemen that just does not come along very much, and so we're gonna jump on it. I know he's decreasing a little bit. However, what they're offering him, 3 years, $58 million. So let's take a look at 3 years, $58 million, and see how much that is a year, and see if we can do better than that. So they're offering him basically $19 million a year. We're gonna offer him more. We're gonna give him not a max contract, but we're gonna offer him a lot more to try to get him to sign with us. Conforto, maybe a guy that we try to get. They want 61/5. Dang, hate to see that. I thought for sure we're gonna get him. We could get a shortstop, one of those high-end shortstops, and then trade away some of these guys. However, he's doing okay. Don't know if it's really worth the money. Maybe we can even grab a shortstop, turn around and flip him. Let's take a look and see who we got there and see if there's, because we got the money. We got another 60-some million kind of to spend. So let's make sure we get someone that we want. Door coming back to the Indians. Thank you very much. Conforto, so we grab Conforto, which is good. I think we're good in free agency, and I think we can just go ahead and sim up to the regular season and make some trades possibly then. We are ready for season 2, regular season. Let's get this one started. Looking at left field, we got a guy that we got from the draft actually starting. We'll wait and see what happens. I don't know if we'll keep him or what's going to happen. Left field, something that I think we need to address, though. Probably something we take care of and need to take care of. So we'll go left field and then shortstop. And the reason shortstop, even though we have Lindor, is we moved him over to second base because I feel like a shortstop is much easier to get someone to be good on your team rather than a second baseman. So by moving Lindor over to second base, have allowed us to be able to get a good shortstop, a first baseman. The first baseman, I think, is really important that we try to get someone really, really good here, someone that can definitely hit for power, because we don't have a lot of power on this team. We just got a lot of people that can hit, and so that's fine. But I think we do need to make a change at first base. We got some trades to make, and I think we will jump into the trades and then continue on with the season. So we got our first trade here, and I gotta say, not realistic whatsoever, but we're gonna take it. We're going to give up our first round pick, and the reason I'm giving him up is 58 contact, 79 contact. Then the power really drops off, 28 and 35. So this isn't going to be a guy that hits for a lot of power, and the average I don't even think is going to be that good. However, I believe, if I remember right, he had like a 94 potential or something like that. So pretty high potential. We're going to use that, and we're going to trade him. We're going to trade our first baseman that is down here. That is a 42 overall. And then we're going to give him a relief pitcher that is very, very bad, but 18 years of age. And we're going to go ahead and get Yordan Alvarez, probably the best left fielder for the next couple of years in the game. Completely slugs, 251 last year, but 48 home runs, 108 RBIs, and definitely a guy that hopefully can have a good rest of his career as a part of the Indians. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade. Our left field is taken care of, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And now we got to head and get a shortstop and a first baseman. So we have found the first baseman of the future we want. Now, it is a little difficult because he's probably going to want quite a bit of money. However, I do think after the year he had last year that this is going to be worth it, and we're going to move some money around hopefully and get some big contracts out of the way and hopefully be able to land Rhys Hoskins for further years. However, we're going to give up a few of our young guys, and that's fine with me. We're going to give up Tristan McKenzie, a guy that won't be in our starting rotation once we make another trade for a starting pitcher. Then we're going to give up a shortstop and Gabriel Arias, who probably won't ever make it on the team, but a perfect trade chip for this such a time. And then Alex Call, 26-year-old, deep potential, 61 overall guy, just to make the trade go through. We do take a budget hit, so we're taking about $5 million or $6 million budget hit here. However, we will kind of adjust those as we go and try to get that budget back into a place where we can sign Rhys Hoskins. So let's go ahead, make this trade, and then we got to go get a starting pitcher. So I think we found our fifth and final pitcher, and it's gonna be Pablo Lopez, and this is gonna give us some more budget room, which is kind of why I chose to pick Pablo Lopez. He does have arbitration for the next 2 years, so we kind of save a little bit of money there doing arbitration. And basically, we're going to be giving up our second baseman that's no longer our starter, but an $8.2 million contract that we want to get rid of. So we're going to get rid of Cesar Hernandez. I just think he's not going to play a lot, not really worth the money to keep him on the team. We're also giving up a closing pitcher there who's getting paid $1 million at age 33 for a deep potential and 66 overall. Not sure why that's even a thing. And then we're going to give up another deep potential, 24 age, 49 overall guy to get this trade complete. So not only are we saving money, but we are getting our fifth rotation guy for our starting pitchers. So I think we have what roster we want to start with going into the year. So let's take a look at it with the lineups. Jose Ramirez at third base, Rosario at shortstop, Yordan Alvarez, call him Yordan all the time just to be funny. So I apologize if I call him wrong. However, Yordan Alvarez, Francisco Lindor back on the team, Conforto, Franmil Reyes, Rhys Hoskins, Trent Grisham, and Austin Hedges at catcher. Let's go ahead and switch that right away. Then we got shortstop, first baseman, right field, Austin Hedges, Mercado, Luplo. I think we're fine here. And let's jump on over to the pitching rotation and look at our starting five. We got Shane Bieber, Saval, Pablo Lopez, Zach Plisak, and Sixto Sanchez. I'm pretty happy with the starting five. It's not my normal starting five when I rebuild. Usually it's all like 90s. But I think this group is really, really solid for how low they are in overall. I think they could definitely handle a long. I think they're top end pitchers, basically, is what I'm saying. I don't think we need to spend a bunch of money on starting pitching when we have great starting pitching already there with like Saval and Plesac. Sixto Sanchez we traded for last year, did very, very well. Ended up with a 3.05 ERA all year. Pablo Lopez, yeah, we're set there. So yeah, Bieber, Saval, and Plesac all coming from the Cleveland organization already here. So we're just gonna keep them. It's better relievers than we had last year. We'll give them a shot this year. We got Keela in the free agency, so we'll wait and see how they do this year. We can move things around, but I think we're gonna go ahead and sim to the All-Star game and see where we're at. If it's me guessing where we're at, we're gonna be above 500. We're hopefully gonna finish in first place this year. I think we could make a push in the playoffs. I don't know if a World Series championship will be our destiny. However, I think we are a playoff team this year comparative to last year. So let's get this one started. We're gonna sim all the way through to the All-Star break and see how we're doing then. So we are at All-Star break. Wow, this team absolutely killing it. 62-30 our record. The sad thing is the Twins are having a great year, 52-38, and we are still 9 games up on them, especially at the All-Star break. So let's take a look and see how our lineups, how they're doing. Obviously they're doing good. We started the season at rank 2, however we're currently ranked 1. I'm not sure what happened. Well, I'm guessing injuries or something happened, but let's take a look at our lineup, see how we're doing. 267 from Rosario is actually not that good. 308 from Naylor. Wow, he's doing good for us. Oh, 13 at bats. We must have had an injury or something. Jordan, killing it. 14 home runs, 33 RBIs. 257 is not great, but I can take it if it's the home runs and RBIs and stuff. Jose Ramirez having a MVP type season. 285 average, 22 home runs, 59 RBIs. Conforto killing it, 306 average. Love to see that. Lindor's killing it, 310. 239 from Rhys Hoskins. Oof. We want better than that. 230 from Grisham, want better than that, and 214 from Hedges. I really like Trent Grisham, however, he just has not done anything for us. We'll wait and see at the trade deadline if I can find somebody, just because, well, the contract's really good for what he is. We'll keep him. Let's jump to the pitching rotation, see how we're doing there. Bieber, 270, nasty. 265 from Lopez, 283 from Saval, 306 from Plesac, 309 from Sanchez. No wonder we're winning so many games, and our offense is doing their job, but they weren't like everyone's hitting 280 or above. But our pitching, and I told you guys this, our pitching is gross. Even though they're not full of 90s. Bieber at a 95, 270, a 265 by an 86 overall, 283 by an 85 overall, 306 by an 85, and a 309 by an 83 overall. So absolutely killing it with the starting pitching. And our relievers doing pretty much the same here as well. Everyone kind of in the lows. Clace is 625. However, Karinchak, oof. What has he done? 35 saves already at the All-Star game, and he had 39 total last year, 35 already this year. 5 blown saves, which is quite a bit. However, hopefully we can get that down, because 3.96 is not a good ERA, especially for a closer. And Keela might actually take that closer role over here in a little bit if they're not careful. I guess he has 2 blown saves as well this year. So let's go ahead and sim to the trade deadline. Actually, no, we're going to go past. We're going to go all the way up to September call-ups and see how we're doing. If we're doing fine, we'll go to the playoffs, because I don't think anything needs to change. I would say Grisham at center field. However, his contract is very, very good, and he's a decent player. We're getting the value out of his contract. So I think we're good. Obviously, we're playing very, very well. So let's just continue it, and I will see you guys probably at the end of the year. Season is over, and we got the 100-win season, finishing 106 and 56. A great job by this team, and hopefully that sets us up in a good position for the World Series. So looking at the playoff bracket currently, Houston, New York up top. We get the #1 seed in the ALDS, and we'll be facing either Boston or Minnesota, both teams of which are really good. Minnesota's I think they finished like 10 games below us. On the other side, you got St. Louis, Atlanta, San Diego versus Philly, and then the Dodgers facing the winner of San Diego and Philly. You know, it's the same people almost every year. We got Houston, we got New York, San Diego, and then we got Dodgers, all of which Atlanta, all of which seem to be in there every single year. So let's go ahead and take a look at our lineup, see how we did all year, and go from there. So the lineups: 274 from Ramirez. He actually ended up slowing down a little bit. 248 from Jimenez. That's got to be better. 266 from Alvarez. It's got to be better as well. 316 from Franmil Reyes. What a madman. Only 80 overall, 316 average, 101 RBIs, 33 home runs for him, 31 home runs for Conforto, 107 RBIs, 25 and 97 for Lindor. Hoskins, 22 and 83 at 250, that's okay. And then 267 from Grisham. So he got better throughout this season. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pitching rotation as well. 314 for Bieber. What a year. 3 on the dot for Pablo Lopez, 291 for Saval, 389 for Sanchez, and a 403 from Plisak. And honestly, this is just amazing what these guys are able to do with the overalls. They are absolute great years for all of our pitchers based on their overall. All of them, I mean, besides Plisak being barely above a 4 ERA, all of them below 4s. You got a 291 from Saval, who's an 85 overall. You gotta be kidding me. Going over to the relievers: 417, 216, 572, Placed, okay, 338 for Karinchak. How do you do? 55 saves and 7 blown saves. So actually a better season than last year, so I'm happy with it. Let's go ahead. Let's get it started. Year 2. Year 1, we missed playoffs under 500. We made some big changes in the offseason, and we are ready for year 2. So let's find out who we are playing in the playoffs. Playing game between Minnesota and Boston. Looks like it will be Boston that won, and game 1 will be Shane Bieber versus Corey Kluber. Let's get this one started with a dub. We do 12-2, big game there. Pablo Lopez, Brad Keller, big win there. Let's sweep them, and we do. Wow, 12-2, 6-0, and 11-0. So only giving up 2 runs. Our starting pitching coming through clutch once again. Looks like we will be playing the Yankees, and it looks like they went through pretty quick too. Yep, 3-1 there. St. Louis and Atlanta playing 2-2, so they'll have a victory. Whoever wins that next game will go on, and then the Dodgers beat San Diego. Of course, the Dodgers always beat everyone. We got game 1. It looks like Atlanta took game 1 over the Dodgers. That's huge. That's really big. Hopefully Atlanta. I'd rather play Atlanta than play the Dodgers, because the Dodgers are just loaded at every position, and it's like impossible to beat them. Garrett Cole looks like he struggled in game 1. I'm sure he's going to give it his all. In this game, we got Shane Bieber, Garrett Cole, game 1 of the ALCS. Let's get the win. Ooh, a bad loss, 8-9. That's a tough one, especially with these being home games. Game 2, Lopez Severino, and a win, 6-4. Nice. All right, we got Saval and Maeda. Oh, loss. Okay, we're struggling. It's to 7, best of 7 here. All right, Talion Sanchez. I think we have the better of the duo, and we get the 7-6 win barely. Then we got Bieber up against Lucchesi. I'm not sure what his name is. However, we need the win, and we don't. 3-5 loss. Game 6, Plesac and Garrett Cole. This could be it. Oof. I thought we would actually stand a really good chance against the Yankees. However, it doesn't. We'll play it. We'll see. Garrett Cole, Plesac, game 6, and the loss, 0-1, and we are done for the season. We'll see the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series, and the Dodgers, of course, beat the Yankees in the World Series. Not exactly what we wanted. I thought we would make it to the World Series this year. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to win it. However, losing in the ALCS against the Yankees. So this season's over. We'll be going on to season 3 to see what we can get done there, and see if we can get back to the ALCS, beat whoever's there, and get on to the World Series. So we are ready for free agency. So let's see who we're going to have this year. It's going to be Judge, Nola, Gallo, Contreras, Trey Turner, Buxton, Severino, Witt's in there. Barrios is in there. Mike Clevenger. I mean, this is a huge class. However, we don't have a lot of money to spend this year. So we'll have to be careful about how we spend this money, because next year it's going to get lower and lower, because A lot of our guys are back in contracts, meaning as the years go, that contract gets more and more expensive. So we want to make sure that we have enough salary cap looking forward into the next couple of years. Again, we're only going 5 years, so we have to win it in 5 years. So about a 5-year window is when we need to make sure we have the contracts. We are on to year 3 now. So we want to make sure whatever we do that we make sure we have enough money in the next couple of years to be able to make that World Series push and not lose out on some big people. Trey Turner, I think, would be an amazing shortstop to get. I think it'd be very, very good to get him. So we're actually going to spend a lot of money on him. Hopefully we can get him. And if we can, then I would feel very, very safe with our team to sign with us. He does. All right. I'm feeling really good about this year. I think with Trey Turner, Judge going to Blue Jays. All right, we don't get Chad Green, which is fine. That's fine. I don't care. I'm actually really excited about who we have, and I think we should be fine as far as I think we'll be fine. I don't think there's anybody else in here in free agents that we need. I mean, look at that. Can you get much better than that? Let's take a look at the lineups and see. Jose Ramirez, obviously Trey Turner. I don't know why they think Andres Jimenez is like the bee's knees or something. I don't know what the deal is there. Alvarez, this team is stacked. So let's go ahead, sim to the regular season, and I think this year is going to be the year that we do it, that we take it all. I'm excited for it. Let's get started. And we are ready for regular season, season 3 with the Cleveland Indians, and I'm excited for what this team is, and I'm excited to see how well they do this year. We did very, very well last year, and I feel like we did nothing but upgrade. So let's take a look at the lineups. We're currently coming ranked number 1, 6th in contact, 2nd in power, 4th in pitching, 7th in defense, and 22nd in speed. Let's take a look at the lineups. Trey Turner leading us off at shortstop, Grisham in center field, Alvarez left field, Franmil Reyes DH, Conforto right field, third base is Jose Ramirez, Lindor at second base, Rhys Hoskins at first, and Austin Hedges doing the catching with Perez as well. They kind of flip back and forth depending on the rotation. Ahmed Rosario, Zaire Luplo, Jimenez, Josh Naylor. I mean, the team's loaded. Let's take a look at the pitching rotation, and I'm excited about this pitching rotation because we've kept it mostly to what this team was when I got here. This team has really 3 really solid pitchers in Bieber, Saval, and Plesac, and we've kept all 3 of them on the team. We added Pablo Lopez and Sixto Sanchez, both actually from the Miami Marlins, which I didn't even make that because they're 2 separate trades. However, starting out, we got Bieber 95, Lopez 86, Saval 85, 84 Sixto Sanchez, and an 84 Plesac. Going over to the relief pitching, we got Thule, Cantrell, Matten, Clay, Skila, Widgren, and Karinchak, and we'll see how he does this year as a closer again. And so I'm excited about this team. So I think we go all the way to the All-Star break, see if there's any changes we need to make, see if there's anything we need to do, and just continue. I think this year is the year we win it all. I think that we have the best team this year. I think last year we had top 3 team. I thought we'd get to the World Series and lose to the Dodgers. However, we lost in the ALCS against the Yankees. So I think this year is our year 3. Hopefully we can get the World Series this year. So we are at the All-Star break, and a better record than last year. And we started out, I think it was 19-11 is what we started out. So we really took off the last couple of months, finishing at 64-26 at the All-Star break, 5-5 in the last 10. Let's see how our team's doing. This is absolutely insane to look at, especially because he's not a 99 overall Mike Trout. He's not a 94 overall Freddie Freeman. He's a 81 overall Franmil Reyes, 81 overall. And he's hitting .317 with 32 home runs and 86 RBIs. Our offense isn't winning games for us. It has to be our pitching. 308 average, 317 average. Besides these 2 guys, there's really nobody that is overperforming. Let's take a look at the pitching rotation and see that probably all 5 are overperforming. Here we go. Bieber 256. Wow. 304 from Lopez. And it looks like he's cold. It looks like he's cooled off a little bit. I would have hated to see what that was before. 338 from Saval, 282 from Plesac, and 386 from Sanchez. So all of them below 4s, well below 4s. And then we got 2 guys below. This is a starting rotation that's not full of 95s, 91s, 92s. We have 195, 85, 85, 85, and 84. So they're doing so good. Honestly, couldn't ask for a better rotation and pitching staff. I mean, this pitching staff is nuts for what they are, for how much we pay them. Absolutely crazy. So let's go ahead. We're 64-26. We're making the playoffs. We're gonna just sim ahead and go to the playoffs because we're gonna make it there. And this is gonna be the year we win the World Series. So let's go ahead, sim there, sim to the playoffs, and I will see you guys then. So we have finished the season 109-53. I'm assuming the best record in all of baseball. We'll have to check here in a second, and we'll be taking on the winner of the wild cards. We did for sure get the top seed in the AL. Let's take a look and see, mostly just because I think we got it, and I just want to make sure that we did before I say something I shouldn't. 104 and 103, Dodgers 104, and the Braves 103. So we did 109-53, the best record of all of baseball, and could not be happier. Let's take a look at the stats, see how we did to finish the season out. Trey Turner ended up on fire, going up, I don't know, what was he, a 91 or something when we got him? Maybe he's a 94 or something. Anyways, he ended up tearing it up pretty good. 270 average. I think he was at 220 something earlier on in the season. 238 for Grisham, so 293 from Alvarez. So he really turned it around, which is good. Reyes, 295, 53 home runs finishing out. I think he had, what, 35 or 37 at All-Star break? So he did pretty good. All season long, 132 RBIs is absolutely insane. Wow. 53 home runs, 132 RBIs, absolutely crazy. For a guy that he started the season at 80. He's all the way up to an 85 now. 294 for Conforto, 34 home runs for him, so not a bad season for him. 254 from Ramirez, went better. 273 from Lindor, great. 235 from Hoskins. Catcher, it is what it is. A couple of shortstops doing okay. We did fine. We did fine. Now take a look at our great pitching rotation. 299 from Bieber, all the way up to a 97. 379 from Sixto Sanchez, up to an 86, I believe. 267 from Pablo Lopez. What a madman. 3 last year, 267 this year. Crazy. 376 from Saval and 320 from Plesac. I think they were all 85s or 84s or something. So they all did a great job as always. Bullpen, absolutely stellar. Only one guy above 4. Karinchak, 44 saves, 4 blown saves. So not as many saves as last year, but a lot more blowout games I feel like this year as we had a better record. And let's go ahead and get the season, or the off season started. Let's go ahead and get the playoffs started. This is what we got. We got LA and New York Yankees up top in the ALDS. Got the wild card between Toronto and Oakland. Winner faces me in the ALDS. Other side, we got Cincinnati, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and San Diego go against the Dodgers in the NLDS. So it's going to be exciting to see. I'm assuming Atlanta and the Dodgers had the best records all season, so I'm assuming one of them will be in the World Series. As for my side, nobody else got above 100 wins, so I'm assuming we can make it to the World Series this year, and that's what we were shooting for when we started the season. So let's go ahead and see if we can make it there. Toronto, Oakland, we'll be facing one of them. It'll be Oakland. Game 1, Manea, Bieber get the win. A loss there to 3, so not a good start. This is a best of 5. Game 2, Sanchez and Bassett, a win, 8-2. Game 3, Luzardo and Lopez, win. Blackburn and Saval. Ooh, Game 5. This could be it. If we lose this one, we done. A season of just greatness and everything. It could all come down to this game right here. Bieber, Manea, we get the win. What was it, 12-8? It's a big win there. Looks like Clay's actually got the win. All right, we're going against the Angels, who beat the Yankees 3-1. So the Angels are nothing to joke about. Wow, Atlanta lost to Cincinnati. That's huge because the Dodgers probably an easier path against Cincinnati than Atlanta. Hate to see Atlanta trip up in the NLDS. However, we got to take care of business here. Sixto Sanchez, Ohtani, Game 1, the win 7-1. Game 2, Barrios and Lopez, loss. Okay, 1-1. Canning, and Bieber. Hopefully we can get the win here. Clearly the better pitcher. We do 3-2 there. So Val and Fulmer win there. 3-1. Take the series. Nope. All right. 3-2. Take the series. Sanchez and Barrios. Okay. I guess we like game 7s. I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't like them. They give me anxiety. However, it looks like our team loves a game 7. So let's go ahead. Do we sim this one or super sim? We got a sim. Oh my goodness. Cincinnati beat the Dodgers. So this is huge. This is a very big game because if we win this, it will be much easier beating Cincinnati than the Dodgers. Even though Cincinnati pulled it out, I don't know how. I don't know who they have, but we got to get the victory here. So we got Bieber and Fulmer. Come on, get the victory. We do 6-2. All right, here it is. World Series. I never thought we would be playing Cincinnati in year 3 of it. I actually want to take a look and see who Cincinnati has. Who do they actually have on their team? Actually, not a lot of great people. They got Baez. They got Buxton, Suarez. They got this Dwyer guy. Holy Toledo, this guy. Lopez, Trevor Williams, game 1. Loss. Oh, I guess they're pretty good. Sanchez, Castillo. Win 8-6. Malley and Bieber, definitely the better pitcher. A loss. Uh-oh. Saval and Green, a win. Okay, 2-2. Plesac and Williams, a loss. Okay, this could be it. This could be for Alamo. I can't believe Cincinnati's winning these games, to be honest with you. I mean, they're taking care of business, which is good, but wow, their offense must be much better than I thought, especially against our pitchers that I feel like are definitely better pitchers in these matchups. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into this one, Super Sim it, and see if we can get the victory here to send to game 7. All right, here we go. Off to a wonderful start. Okay, we do have the DH. I want to keep that. That's not good. What's Winker doing, hitting a 3-run dinger? Okay, bases juiced for Alvarez. A double, 3-run score. Tied it up. Let's go. Reyes, single. Let's go. Keep it rolling, boys. There we go. Grisham. Oh, 4-3 though. Definitely a big inning there. Sac fly. Okay, so we only ended up giving up 1 run from there. Okay, good. Okay, bottom of 7. Double. Perfect start. If it was me, I would bunt. However, it's Alvarez. Fly out. Gets him to third. That's fine. That's what we wanted. All right, get him home. Sac fly. Perfect. All right, Karen check. Come save it. Come save it for us. A double. And the runner was thrown out going home. Ooh. All right, let's walk it off. What do you guys say? Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're going to bunt him over to third. Boom. And then swing him. Get him in. Swing him. Get him in. There we go. Okay, wow. Got the victory. We're happy with it. Let's go. Game 7 on the line. Sixto Sanchez, Tyler Malley. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. Let's see if we can get the win here. Hopefully it won't be as nerve-wracking as the last one. I have faith in us. I think we can do it. Let's just get the job done. We got Bieber on the mound. Could not be a better starter for us. So let's get this one started. Let's get this big dub. And yeah, let's win the World Series. What do you guys say, huh? Why do we always give up singles to Buxton to start the game off, huh? Solo dinger by Conforto. Okay, we're feeling good. Feeling healthy. Oh no, we're already up 3. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna definitely be offense, I can tell you that. Sac fly. Okay, we're happy with that. A walk. Solo dinger by Aquino. Okay, Bieber's definitely got to be careful here. Loop blow. Wow. Who would have thought Luplo was going to be hitting dingers for us? A triple by Turner. This is huge. Get him in. Sac fly. Perfect. We're tied 4-4. Bieber's got to get... Oh, Bieber. Brad, you got it. Bieber. Man, come on. This is big. Oh no. Double. Okay. We got the lead now. Single. Up two. Let's jump on him. Okay, we got a pitching change. I'm sorry, but Bieber is not making me feel very good right now. Sanchez, come on. I know this is weird, but work with me here. There. Oh, they got to run though. 6-7. Ooh, tie game. You got to get the last out. Oh, he does. Okay. Bottom of the 8th. Come on now. Come on, Turner. Okay, good. Bunt him over. Perfect. Get him in. Alvarez, he had one job. Single by Reyes. Oh, no. Oh, let's go. Another single. Oh, let's go. Keep it line moving. All right, we're going in for the save with Karinchak. Let's finish this one out. Hit by pitch. Great way to start it. And a double play, and the Indians have won the World Series. Call them Cleveland. Call them Indians. Call them whatever you want. I don't care. Season 3, World Series champions, 2023 World Series champions are going to be the Cleveland Indians. So that's going to be it for this episode. We were definitely successful. Year 3, 2023, winning the World Series with the Cleveland Indians. Next week, we will be doing the Chicago Cubs, a team that is loved by many and partially loved by me. Royals are definitely my number one, but Cubs are definitely up there. So next week, we will be rebuilding them in the franchise rebuild. Also, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. Hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss next week's episode of the Chicago Cubs. I am doing every single team, so if your team has not already been played, subscribe. I'll get to your team eventually, and hopefully we can win the World Series with them as well. So next time, Slacker out.